types of shocks. So here comes the first one, hypovolumic shock. Let me show you this thing. We already discussed central venous pressure, uh, pulmonary capillary pressure, cardiac output, systemic vascular resistance, venous and vein, oxygen in veins. Okay, hypovolumic shock. It means volume loss, blood volume loss. Here is written blood volume loss. It can be caused due to hemorrhage, dehydration, burn. In burning, what happens? The vessel get exposed to the environment. Vessel get exposed to the environment. Hmm. So if we look, what happened? Basically, the blood volume is low. If blood volume is low, so the blood in inferior vena cava and superior vena cava is also get decrease. Okay. So if the blood is decreased, so the pressure in left atria is also decreased. Okay. Blood volume is in decrease. We don't have lot of blood. So cardiac heart will pump also less blood. If we don't have blood, so how can we pump more? So cardiac output also get decreased. And systemic resistance, like vascular resistance, it will increase. I'm explaining you why. So what happens when we go through any accident, any hemorrhage and all? Our body activate SNS system, sympathetic nervous system activities. It send the impulse to the baroreceptor. Baroreceptor activates and it increase the heart rate to maintain blood pressure. So that's why baroreceptor increase the resistant in vessels. So that's why it's increased. Oxygen in vein, it is decreased because what happened? Uh, if you look, this is a vessel, blood going through this, and these are capillaries. Let me draw it. This vein, atria. This is vein, capillaries. So what happened in this? The through capillaries, oxygen perfuse and it goes into the tissue. So excretion, we call the excretion of oxygen happen. Excretion happen. So oxygen in vein it's too low because of extraction. Like tissue extract all the oxygen from the capillaries. So it also decreases. If we look the second types is cardiogenic shock. Cardiogenic shock happen due to the decrease in contractility. Contractility basically means ventricle contract very less. Ventricle contract. We considered contract like atria and ventricle both contract, but we consider generally ventricle. So here in CVP, central venous pressure. What happened? Central venous happen. Central venous pressure. I think there is no change. It will increase because there is problem in contractility. Now the heart will not pump blood. Blood is sufficient in our body. So it's accumulates, so it will increase. The blood is accumulating in inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. Same reason here, it's also increased because the blood is accumulating in atria too. The left atria also have more blood, but the cardiac output will decrease because it's totally depend upon contractility. You have lot of water or lot of money, but you don't know how to. You're not able to expend that much. So basically, you will accumulate that money. So here, simple. You have lot of blood, but you are not able to pump it. So it will accumulate. You are pumping less. You are spending money very less. So here, the cardiac output will decrease. If we look about resistance, systemic resistance, what will happen with systemic resistance? It will increase. I'll show you why. It will increase because the blood cardiac output is low. So the blood is not present in abundant amount. So oxygen level is decreasing in body. So our body, same reason here, activate SNS, sympathetic nervous system. It will send the message to baroreceptor. Baroreceptor increase resistance to supply the blood to the body. Okay. If we look about venous oxygen, it also decrease. Same reason. In the tissue excretion, excrete more oxygen. So that's why. We look the third type, obstructive shock. Obstructive shock. It's happened due to pulmonary embolism. Embolism. So it means pulmonary art. Basically, it means pulmonary artery block. Blockage of pulmonary artery. Mhm. Also, cardiac tamponade is also going there. Tension pneumothorax also going there. Cardiac tamponade. Let me show you cardiac tamponade. What happened? It's hurt. This is pericardial cavity. So blood or fluid filled in this cavity. So what will happen? The pressure of left ventricle is equal to right ventricle is equal to right atrium is equal to right ventricle. So all the pressure gets in due to the tamponade, water filled out in the cavity, pericardial cavity. Okay. So the pressure all is same. I'm telling you why. Hmm. So here pulmonary artery is blocked. Pulmonary artery is blocked. So will it affect on inferior vena cava and superior vena cava? No. The blood will accumulate more and more. So the central venous pressure increase. If we look about the left atrial pressure, pulmonary capillary wedge pressure, what do you think? It will also increase, but it is not. It will decrease. Let me mark a point. Why? I already showed you here because of this reason. Basically, the left ventricle have more pressure than left atrium, but here all pressure are same because of due to cardiac tamponade. So the pressure is same. So that's why left atrial pressure decrease. If you look cardiac output, already there is less blood from pulmonary artery blood is not going there. So it will reduce. Cardiac output also reduce. If you look about systemic vascular resistance, in this what happens? Systemic vascular resistance also increase. The reason is same. If you look here, due to baroreceptor just for increasing the blood supply, because blood is not going from left ventricle. Left ventricle is not able to pump all the thing because of your blood volume is less and preload is very less. We can call preload is very less. Here contractility effect, blood is there, but it can't pump. Here also preload is very less. Okay. But if you look at what happened with the venous oxygen also decrease. Whenever there is shortage of blood, venous oxygen get decreased. The reason is same because of tissue excretion. Okay. The main point is here is because left atrial pressure is equal to left ventricle pressure. It's equal to right atrial pressure. Like all chamber get more equal pressure. Isobaric we can say. Like all pressure of the ventricle are equals. The last type is destructive shock. In this what happens? Systemic vasodilation due to the bacterial infection. Sepsis is the main cause. It also called as anaphylactic shock. Anaphylactic shock. Mhm. Anaphylactic shock. It happened due to allergens. Allergens, sepsis, bacteria, bacterial infection, anything. So here what happened basically? Vasodilation. Vessel get dilated. Area is increasing. The vessel area is increased. So here the central venous pressure reduced because the area increases, but blood velocity is not that much to reach over all the bodies. And if CBP is decreased, then PCWP is also decreased. Left atrial pressure is decreased. Wall pressure in inferior and superior vena cava also decrease. Okay. But if we look cardiac output, what happens? Cardiac output is increasing that time because of vasodilation. But in earlier stages will happen. For few early time it will happen. Cardiac output is increased for a while, just for a while. And what happened with systemic resistance? So it will decrease because here the vasodilation. The vessel is dilated, so if as we know the area increase, the resistance to decrease. Okay? And at last the oxygen in vein it will increase because velocity of blood flow very fast through the capillaries. If you look this, let me show you. Vein, artery, capillaries. So blood pressure is too high, so it will just cross rapidly. So the oxygenated blood goes in this in vein. If oxygenated blood goes in vein, so the amount of oxygen increase in vein. So here all the thing. These two are important. In early what happened? Cardiac output is increasing, and here because of all cardiac component, all pressure is same. So left atrial pressure decrease. That's all for today.